Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something that's probably driving you crazy, that hidden bottleneck in your super fast fiber internet. And more importantly, we're going to look at the upgrade that's about to change everything. Let's dive in.
So let me ask you something, and I think this is going to hit home for a lot of you. You're paying for that blazing fast internet, right? But does it always feel fast? Especially, when you're trying to upload something to send it out into the world.
Yeah, I like to call this the great internet traffic jam. It's that exact moment your whole digital life just grinds to a halt, even though you're supposedly on a gigabit fiber connection. So frustrating.
Oh, we've all been there. I mean, come on. Your video call freezes right when you're about to say something important. Your phone backup takes, like an eternity? And trying to upload a big file for work? You might as well send it by carrier pigeon. The reason for all this? It turns out most of our connections have a serious hidden bottleneck.
Okay, so to really get what this bottleneck is, we have to rewind a bit. Let's talk about the first big fiber revolution. It was all powered by a technology called GPON. And chances are, if you have fiber internet right now, this is what you're using.
So, GPON, that stands for Gigabit Passive Optical Network, by the way, was a huge deal, a total game changer. You got downstream speeds, for downloading and browsing, around 2.5 gigabits per second. Awesome. But what about the upstream speed? The upload? Yeah, that's less than half that. See the problem?
This big difference, this imbalance, has a name. It's called asymmetry. And look, it made sense back in the day. It was designed for an internet where we just consumed stuff. We watched videos, we read articles, we downloaded things. But think about what we do now. We're all creators. We're on Zoom calls all day, we're streaming our games, we're uploading huge project files. Our habits completely changed, but the tech, it got stuck in the past.
So it was pretty obvious, right? The next big leap had to fix this upload problem. It just had to, and that brings us to the next generation of fiber, XGS-PON. And I'm telling you, that S right there, it's the most important letter in this whole story.
Okay, look at this. You can literally see the evolution right here. We start with GPON, then we got XGPON, which was a nice bump for downloads. But look, uploads were still way behind. But then we get XGS-PON, and bam, a mind-blowing 10 gigabits per second for both download and upload. That's perfect balance. That, my friends, is symmetrical speed.
And that's why this is so revolutionary. The S stands for symmetrical, and it's the key. It's not just about, things are faster now. No, this is about completely changing what you can do online, because that upload bottleneck, it's just gone.
So the big question is, how does this incredible speed actually get to our homes? Well, it's not magic. It comes down to some seriously impressive hardware.
It all starts with this thing called an OLT, which stands for Optical Line Terminal. You can think of it as the central command post. It sits at your internet provider's local office, and it's basically the air traffic controller for all the data flying around your neighborhood. So you've got the OLT, the brain, at the provider's office, and it's talking over that fiber optic line to a little receiver box at your house. That box is called an ONU, or Optical Network Unit, and that connection from the OLT to your ONU, that's your personal pipeline to the internet. Okay, let's make this real. We can see how this all works by taking a peek at the specs for an actual device that makes this happen, like the XGSPON OLT from AirLive.
First thing you'll notice, it delivers that insane 10 gigabit per second symmetrical speed we've been talking about, per port. I mean, that's true next-gen performance right there. And get this, just one of these boxes, one single OLT, can support up to 256 different users. That's 256 homes or businesses. It can serve a whole neighborhood from a single device. Talk about efficiency. It makes the whole network so easy to scale up. And if that wasn't enough, it can pump out this incredible speed over a fiber optic line stretching up to 20 kilometers. That's about 12 miles. That is some serious range. Okay, this all sounds amazing, but you might be wondering, wait a minute, how on earth does an internet provider upgrade their whole network to this new XGS-PON stuff without just shutting everything down for all their current customers? I mean, you can't just flip a switch, right?
Well, the answer is actually really smart. It's a technology called WDM, or Wavelength Division Multiplexing.
Now, think of that single fiber optic cable like a highway. What WDM does is kind of like painting new lanes on that highway, but with different colors of light. The old GPON data gets its own lane, using one wavelength, its own color. And the new XGSPON data gets a brand new lane using a totally different wavelength. They're both cruising down the same highway, the same physical cable at the same time without ever bumping into each other. It's brilliant. It means providers can upgrade people one house at a time with zero disruption for everyone else.
All right, let's bring this all home. We've talked about the problem, the tech, the whole shebang, but what does 10 gig symmetrical speed really mean for you? What does it feel like?
Honestly, symmetrical fiber changes everything. It means your cloud backups just happen instantly, in the background. You don't even think about it. It means you can do high-fidelity cloud gaming or VR with absolutely zero lag. It means you can have a house full of people, one person streaming 8K, another on a video call, someone else gaming, all at the same time, and nobody's connection even stutters. It's really about just removing the limits. You know, when you think about it, this tech really changes our whole relationship with the internet. We're not just passive consumers anymore. We're active, real-time participants. It totally future-proofs our connection for whatever comes next. So I'll leave you with this question. The last generation of internet let us watch the world. What are we going to create when we can upload to it instantly?